Ella Dave Adler and her father helping those who were inspired by Rebbe's Ashton Schmiesach. DLS Apple with the hands. Mushka Spitzenbad Yosef Chaim Bakama and under Moshe Eliezer Bakana. Pasha Bachmur Yitzhak Halevi Vitzipora to bring up Moshe Coin Bakana. Ex-friends of Sherman, Britta Badea, Michael Klein and friends of Junior Klein, Mitzvah Ben Klein, Marsha Bonner and her husband Rabbi Ben Shmuel, friends and family of Bath Rittles, Mordechai Yimel Ben Baruch Leib HaKohen, friends and family of Siggy Bessler, Shraga Ben Dov, friends of Marvin Weinstein, Mordechai Ozer Ben Yisrael Aharon, Sarah Alpert in memory of her husband, Rav Tzvi Lippert Ben Hillel, Rexford friends of Mary Friedman, Mendel Miriam Bat Kalman Louis. A month of learning by Susan Pilsky, in memory of her father Simcha Bunim Ben Yeshua, by Susan and Ruven Podolsky, in memory of her mother, Chaya Bat Abraham, by Michael and Judith Peretti, in memory of his mother, Rachel Bat Abraham, by Jack Gilman, in memory of his brothers Zev Yitzchak Yosef Ben Yitzchak, by Haran and Melvin Haller, in memory of her father Yosef Eliezer Ben Tzvi Hirsch. A week of learning by Isaac and Etta Novick, in memory of his father Eliezer Yaakov Ben Mordechai, by Judy Iger, in memory of her son Anshe Yitzchak Ben Amon, by Sharon and Michael Glass, in memory of her mother Chaya Bat Abraham Baruch, by Charlie Gelfenstein, in memory of her sister Sarah Bat Meir, by Judy and Marty Engel, in memory of her brother Shmuel David Ben Chaim Yosef. Okay, the 8th of May, right, was this past week. It was a day of learning in the village, in memory of his father-in-law, Yisrael Ben Yitzchak. Israel, a good Kabenshia. Yesterday, I just couldn't clarify whether the one. But the thing is, in the case where the Jew is transferring the love of life to the Jew, the second Jew acts as the quasi shaliach by making a zafiyah for the good. So today we are 3 lines at the top. Okay, Tanarabah. So this is an interesting case. Tanarabah is social level masculine and upper group. So a Jew borrowed money from the guy who refused. No problem. He borrowed 100 to pay back 110. And what he did was, instead of paying back 110, Uzofen was the milver. He just added everything up and wrote down a paper and said, "Oh, you're 110." So now it's as if he has a new loan for 110. In this guy, then the lender, okay, who was a guy, he became Jewish. His income is this guy's up and allowed the milver. So if before the guy became Jewish, he'd already added up everything and wrote a paper, "I owe you 110. Go with the cab, go with the river." So then the guy, even though he became Jewish, there's no problem. He can collect the 110 because he was owed 110. It's not interest anymore. You realize when they added the pieces together, it's if as a goy he already collected the ribbis and now held on in the conversion to a loan for 110, which is no problem. The even option of guys are called the lover, but if only after the goy became Jewish, then they added up the score and wrote a paper for 110. Over so can't we get us with this? Then no, he can only collect the 100 and not the 110. Why? Because as a Jew, he wasn't allowed to take the ribbis. The Yeah. Say he can't collect the 120. In other words, he can't collect the 10 on top of the.
You're right, exactly. You can only collect on 100. Exactly. You only get 100 and not the 110.
Except he accrued it.
Yeah, yeah. And also, what the guy, let's say the opposite. A guy borrowed money from the Jew for interest. So the Jew lent the guy 100 for 110. It was up and then what? And the guy wrote down the paper, I owe you 110. And this guy, and now what? And now the borrower became Jewish, and he's not allowed to pay this. He might show his guys up and over the middle. So if what? If he made the 110 before he became Jewish, then the Jew can still collect the whole 110 because why? Because it's as if once they wrote the paper for 110, when the borrower was a guy, it's as if he already collected the 110. So it's not a problem. He already collected the 10 of the ribs. In addition, this guy's not going to bring over the only after the borrower converted. They turned it into 110. Govas and Karen is only to collect the 100, and they Govas and Ribis, so you can't collect Ribis. And this is an important point. Even though we say Gershon is guy or cut Shanola done, even though we say that a non-Jewish person who converts is like a newborn, it's not for everything. It's only in terms of Yufsin, only in terms of his family relationships. He's no longer. It's not his mother. That's not his sister, etc. Exactly. You can't say to a guy, "Look, you convert. I don't owe you any money anymore." It's the same person.
And your house is empty.
Yeah, exactly. It just means as in terms of his family, yeah, it's a family relationship. He's like a newborn. Not a rabbanim. Okay, pardon me. So now we know. Yes. Okay. Now.
But in theory, he could marry his sister also.
Yeah, we don't have to say. We don't. Okay. Now, but Yossi, he disagrees. He says, Nothing Shababa, he says, Nothing Shababa must be served with this. If a guy borrowed money from the Jews, he borrowed one to pay back 110. Bain top, go with the family, go with this. No matter what, even though he converted afterwards, in which case, whether he converted after they turned it to 110, or even if he converted before they turned it to 110, which would be that he shouldn't be able to collect the 110 under the 100. Nevertheless, he still collects the principal, and he collects the
because he accrued it.
We're going to explain in 1 minute what's the reason why. What's the reason why why is he allowed to collect it? He turned it into the 110 afterwards. He's collecting the interest from the guy after he converted. He's a Jew. He says, what? It's rabbinic. Really, the truth is he shouldn't be allowed to collect the interest. But the rabbis do it because they don't want it to look like the guy converted in order to get out of the interest payment. How can the rabbis do it? Remember, the rabbis have power over money. They can do if they want my money, they can take money away and give it, so it's not a problem. It's a rabbinic decree, even though it looks like it's a cooler, they have to use, which it is, but they're allowed. Okay. Tanarabban. And you see in general, we've seen a number of things. We're reading about the way things look, and we want things to be on the up and up. In the last 12 years, 15 years, I didn't get one honest request for conversion. The time I lived here in America, so I come back to this year, I didn't get one honest request.
Are you one that on the list?
No, I
can't do
I didn't get one honest request the whole time. All the time since I moved to America, everyone that was not honest. Every single one was for something else. And they were smart. It took a lot of them. It took time to figure out. They come up very. I didn't get one honest one. So we want to make sure. We want to make sure the motivations are correct. And acceptance is correct. That wasn't the case before, by the way. Okay, okay, this is hard. This is a big argument what this paper is. What we're going to say for the moment. A shtar that was written for Rubens. Okay, so yeah, between two Jews. We find the person. We find the we punish him, and not only do we not collect the interest, we don't even let the collect the principal. That's what Meir's opinion. Meir says we punish him. The rabbis say no. No, the person can still, the papers are paper, the person can collect the principal, but the person cannot collect the interest. But my commitment is, so what's the argument? When Meir saw about Kansina family Shemishim, there's a big finish, the rare home that we can punish a person, take away what's permissible, okay, for the sake of what is forbidden, okay, and therefore what we therefore even though really what only did wrong was the interest, we take away the principle. And once I really say that, low consider mission is here. We don't punish, we don't fine something that's permissible for the sake of something that is forbidden. Now it's a long discussion because most of the decrees are always widening the field of prohibition. But this is a simple case of what it's saying that what's mutter is being taken along with what is forbidden. Now we're going to learn a kasha to this. It doesn't make so much sense. Remember we learned it here. The Mishnah says that what? That let's say a person you know in general if we write a paper for a loan, so the paper also it comes with responsibilities. Any land that the person owns at the time of the loan has a lien on it to the loan, and if it's sold after the loan, so the lender has a right to collect from even if the borrower sold it, you can collect it from the buyer. So he said, "Shtari chovim mukdamim." So if you wrote a paper of loan with an early date, it's a big problem. Why? Because since the lender only has a right to foreclose on lands that were sold after the loan, if it's written early, he's going to foreclose on land that was sold before there was a loan. Yeah, soon. So therefore, what? So therefore, there are puzzle, and you can't collect from subjugated land. But if you wrote a paper for later than the loan took place, Russia, they share because nothing is going to happen. At the worst, the guy's going to collect from the lender will lose. He won't collect from lands that he had a right to, but he won't collect from lands that he didn't have a right to. Now, the Gemara says one second. Well, done on a vibe soon. So 1 second. Why are you forbidding? Why are you absolutely saying you can't collect from it? When it's written early, why are you saying you can't collect from the subjugated land? The Idolo Gabu, okay, Ms. Mambisha, you're right. Okay, he has no right to collect from the date written on the paper. It's written too early. He's man shani, okay, but yeah, okay, give me the guy shani. If we know when the actual loan took place, the process will tell us. Let him at least collect from the subjugated lands from the second date, from the date when the transfer was made. She answers what he says. The Machlokish he says, you're right. He says this Mishnah is written, so to speak, under protest, under argument. You're right. It's not everybody's opinion. Rabbi Meir, this Mishnah is Rabbi Meir that we learned before. Rabbi Meir is the one who says that what that we punish, we take away even what's permissible in order to punish what is not permissible. So since he had no right to collect from the original date, we don't even let him collect from the real date, and we punish him. Okay, that's Rabbi Meir. That's one answer. So we said, really, you have to answer that that Mishnah is also Rabbi Meir. Yochanan Amari says, no, I feel terrible. I'm not to say that Mishnah Rabbi Meir. It can really be, even according to the rabbis who in general say that we don't punish what's permitted for the sake of what's permitted, of what's forbidden. Yuzeir Shem Yigmi Bizman Rishon. What's the reason? They say this is different over here. Here, if we don't take away the entire ability to collect from subjugated land, we're afraid the guy's going to show up at the buyer and present this paper. The guy's not going to know to challenge it and say that the date is wrong. You understand? He's not going to know to challenge the paper. And therefore what? So we have to, even though the rabbis in general, it's not that they're punishing what's permitted for the sake of punishing what? Of what is forbidden. But rather, they're afraid that if they don't paper, the guy can always go and take the paper to the guy who bought the land, right? And the guy won't know to challenge the paper that the date is wrong. So it's a different reason. A certain person wrote his orchard as a collateral for a loan. Yeah, you get it for so many years, and see, you get to use it like you learned from it. So what happened was that the lender was the son of a guy. What happened? He says he lived there for 3 years, okay? And now he figured out a way to extort the borrower. What's he said? Listen, you're going to sell me your land where you went to or not. You know why? Because you have no choice. Even though now I expect you to sell to me. You sell to me, that's fine. I won't lie. If you don't sell it to me, I'm going to tear up. I'm going to get rid of the paper that says that I'm on this land as collateral. And I'm going to make a claim in court. And I'm going to say, I bought it from you. And after 3 years, nobody has to have a bill of sale. Nobody's obligated to bill of sale for 3 years. And he's able to say, since he can demonstrate that he lived on the land without protest from the original owner for 3 years, he's able to back up a claim that he bought it, even though he doesn't have a bill of sale. He says, therefore, you're stuck. You have no choice. I'm a son of a gun. But you sell me your land, or I'm going to get it without anything. I'm going to get it for free. Also, come up now you live no cooking. So the borrower was a very smart guy. He went out in front of witnesses and he made a gift to his son. You understand? He gave a gift to his young son. And now, obviously, that's going to disqualify the sale. Okay? So he did a very smart thing. He had a way to protect himself when the guy's going to pull out and say that a guy's going to pull out and say, listen, I have a paper that this lender sold it to me. Everybody's going to know that that paper that he wrote under extortion is false because he has a prior paper. He has a prior paper. He has a prior paper that he sold it to his son. It belongs to the son. So the Gemara says, so when he writes the paper under extortion to this bad lender, certainly the sale's no sale. It doesn't belong to him. But the only thing is like this. But how about the fact that remember the bad lender did give him money for the field. Okay. Okay, so he said, listen, you sold me a field that didn't belong to you. I want my money back. Now, the Milba B'shtargam. So now the money on him, so to speak, as if he lent it to him, is it a loan with a paper which can collect from liens, or is it a loan without a paper? Milba B'shtargam, we look at it as a loan that's on a paper, but go in the customer shoe and he can even collect from the borrower's lien land that was sold after he sold him the false paper. Oh, Dilma, perhaps, to Milba Pedama. No, it's only what, like a verbal loan. Then a government customer should have. You can't collect from any land that the borrower sold after he falsely sold it to the lender. Amar Abayas says, "Relav Hainu Rabbi Yassi." He says, "Listen." He says, "I can answer it." It's like Rabbi taught us. Rabbi taught us a very important thing. We know a rule in general. Let's say there's a borrower lender with a paper. Can a borrower say, a lender comes with a paper, the borrower says, yeah, he says, I paid it. So as long as the borrower has a way, as long as the borrower is capable of claiming that the paper is fake, since he didn't claim it was expensive, he claimed that he paid it, since he could have claimed, even though what, usually we say, look, if you paid a paper, then it shouldn't be in the hands of the lender. The fact that the child in the lender, he should knock out your claim that you paid. However, since he has a better claim, he says, you know what, forget about it. He can claim it from this paper to the point. Until you get witnesses to prove that the whole paper is good, I'm not paying. But since he could claim the paper was a forgery and knock the guy out, but he didn't, instead he claimed a lesser claim, which is what? That I paid it, we believe it. But when is that true? When is it claim I paid it good, as long as he has the leverage of having been able to say, well, the paper is false. But anytime a guy admits that the star is kosher, then he can no longer claim that the star is kosher, but I paid it. You can't do that. Okay? So he says, why? He says, Moda b'shtar shekasu and it's for kaima. He said what? That once a guy admits that a paper is good, then the lender doesn't have to bring it to base then. The government of and he can't claim that I paid it already, and he collects from property right that has a lien on. So the same thing over here. So let's say over here, since he admits what that he wrote this false sale paper with responsibility to the lender, okay. So even though the paper as far as the sale is known, it still should be good as far as what? As far as the responsibility, and it's fine. And they say it's still good. Okay. Amalei Rabbi says, he says, how can you compare the two cases? He says, awesome. Over there, he says the paper that when a guy admits that the paper is kosher, and the paper is kosher, Nitan Likasser, it was legal. It was a legal paper. He wrote him a good paper, and he said it's a kosher paper, and the guy collects. Lo Nitan Likasser, okay? What you were never allowed to write the paper, okay? So therefore, you can't say what to the paper that couldn't be written. Is still a good paper. The paper was you had no right to write such a paper of sale. So how can you say it's like a loan with responsibility? Also, we were saying over this whole discussion. So Rita said to him, he says, if that's true, he says, how can Rav Yochanan say that the reason why early papers are no good is Gezer Shem Yudmav is my Rishon. The reason why predated paper is no good. Well, we cancel it, and because maybe the lender will collect from the early date, which is forbidden because the land didn't have a lien on it. Name alone, why don't you say this way? Say what? Since he had no right to write an early paper, okay, no right to early paper, so we can't collect from anywhere, okay. So it must be what that really Rabbi Yochanan holds, okay, that the paper is not canceled, even though you were allowed to write it. Okay, you're saying what? You're saying that you weren't allowed to write it, but it was no good. Amalei says there's no comparison. Awesome, he says over there, by an early start, he did in a certain his man Misham. It's not completely invalid. It's not. You couldn't write it from the first date. I mean, the customer is not shady. It was a valid paper. It wasn't a lie. You could have written the paper for the second date, and that's why it's not completely canceled. Okay, awful and tell the customer, wow. He says here the reason is what. Here the reason is what. Right. You can't. You don't have the right to write at all. The whole sale was a thing. Hey, hi. Let me see. Let me ask you still a question. He says, hard to time we learned in a brisa that let's say a guy stole land, and he sold it. So obviously it wasn't his to sell, but he sold it on a paper that guaranteed that if the buyer is foreclosed on, that the thief who's the seller will pay him back. So what happened was the thief sold the land, and that he stole, and now the original owner took back the land from the buyer. Now the buyer wants to collect from the thief. Now the problem is the buyer wants to collect not only his original price, but he also wants to collect the improvement that he put onto the land, also the use of product that came on the land. So he says what? He says the Shabbat Karkos case. So he said that what you can't collect any improvement you don't collect from subjugated land. I should go to Southern Chaver Machlach. If a guy stole a field from his friend and he sold it to somebody else. Yeah, he sold it to somebody else. And the buyer, the guy who bought it from the thief, improved the land. And now the buyer is losing it back to the original owner. It should go over now when the buyer wants to go back and collect from the thief. Go over Sekarman and Chasam so he can collect the principal from any land that the thief owned at the time that he wrote the bill of sale. Okay, because that was all how do we know to back it up? The Shabbat go over Chasam and but the improvement he can only collect from stuff that was free. Okay, but he can't collect. And why? Because remember you learned you can't have otherwise no buyer in the world is ever going to be able to know what he's letting himself in for. Now he says what? Name us. So 1 second. He says why am I letting this paper of sale have value? Name on loaded custom deposit. Why don't you say the paper that the thief wrote for the buyer? It was complete fraud. He had no right to write the paper. Okay, therefore, okay, yeah, you shouldn't be able to collect anything. Why did the paper give the power to the buyer to collect to collect even the principal from lands that ever lien? The whole thing was a fake. Ashkenaz says no, it's no comparison. Awesome. Here's a different reason why. Because now I just want to explain something from the point of view. We're going to say that this paper, you're right, a real fake paper does nothing. But this is a fake paper that's like a non-fake paper. Why is that? Because we learned earlier, we mentioned that in general, even the thief really wants to. The thief also wants to, really has in mind when he sells the stolen land to go back and buy it from the person he stole it from, so that his paper of sale will be good. For one or two reasons, he doesn't want to be called the thief, but doesn't want to lose his general reliability. So therefore, we can say that this. I'm going to say it outside. So therefore, what? You're right. Really, our principle was true. A paper that's absolutely fraudulent cannot make any lien, cannot do anything. It can't do anything. It's meaningless. Okay? But however, and a paper that could be written, okay, can do something, even though it's part not good. But even this paper, which is completely fraudulent, since the thief really has tension to back up his fraud, which by buying from the person he stole it from later, that this paper has has the status of a kosher shtar. Yeah. Right. Now, why is that? He says Nema. He says why? No comparison. Hasam. He says over there by the paper, by the bill of sale that the thief wrote fraudulently to the buyer. Whether you hold the opinion that ultimately the thief intends to buy it back from the person he stole it from, so that he shouldn't be called by the buyer a thief. Or according to the opinion that he intends to buy it back, so that in general he won't lose his good reputation. But okay, so we see that in the end he really intends ultimately he's back and buy it from the person he stole it from. And he's really going to what? He's really going to back up and make valid this star. But in our case, what was the case? Why did this poor victim borrower sell it to his son and then write a fake paper to the lender, because he absolutely wanted to make sure that he doesn't get it. Over there, the thief really is writing a paper fraudulently, but ultimately intending to really give it to the buyer. Over here, the whole purpose of the borrower in writing the false paper was to make sure that this bum lender who extorted him won't get it. That was the whole point. He never means to tap any value whatsoever. Okay. His whole point of writing this paper was to keep it away from him. Shtar Makayim lazy, he can never back it up. It's not true. And therefore, we can maintain our principle that papers that are truly fraudulent cannot enact any lien whatsoever. Hey, now we want to discuss our original text. We have a principle that things that are derech mecha, things that you do by buying, are not interest from the Torah. Or cases where the interest is not, so to speak, is not a set certain price. It's also not interest. So if you buy produce from somebody at the cheap price, knowing that you're only going to get later in the year when it may be more expensive, and it looks like the guy's delivering you more money. You're buying a saw for $1, and later in the year you collect it. That saw is going to be worth $2. Okay, so it looks like interest, but it really from the Torah it's fine. Why? Number one, it's by way of sale, and number two, it may never go up. So there's no reason. When a real interest, I say to you, listen, I'm lending you one, and I'm collecting two. Period. That's for sure. It's going to be two. That's the deal, and it's a loan. Over here, it's a sale, and there's no reason to. It's not necessarily true that what he's going to get later is more expensive. It could be. It could be later that the produce that he gets that he bought for cheap price. Now everybody does. So even though it looks like what he's getting the cheap price by letting the buyer have the money until later, until he does it, it's as if he's giving him more expensive produce for the pleasure of having the loan, which looks like interest. It's okay. But even that we're going to see has limitations. The rabbis only allow it under certain circumstances, where essentially he's delivered, even though not physically, but it's as if he's delivered. It's as if he's delivered the product now. So really, it didn't go up, and it didn't go up, and it really went up in the hands of who? Of the buyer. Yeah.
Can only covered shorts, not uncovered.
Okay. All right. I'll buy that. Okay. So the Mishnah says, "Ain't posking is a payros to make a deal where you pay now at the cheap price and collect later, even if it's going to be more expensive. You can't do it until the set price is known. Now, why is that? We'll see knows when the set price it's going to stay. That's the real price. So then it's because that's the price. We can be sure that when you give the money to the seller, at any time he could just go out and own that produce. If he could own it, then you could own it. It's like you have it already. Yotza shar poskim, okay, but once the set price, the real settled price, it takes a while for early on the settled price is out. Once the settled price is out and everybody's gonna be able to get at that price, poskim, then you can buy it now, even though later it might be more expensive. And we said even though what? Even though the seller might not have it, but somebody else will have it, so he could always get it. And since he could get it, it's as if you already got it. But let's say what? Let's say the seller was the early harvester. Okay, so then now we don't know at what point do we consider the produce to be the produce. Okay, yeah. At what point do we consider the produce that he really has the produce? Okay, see even though he's just the piled grain, it hasn't been completely processed. Okay, even though it's not completely processed, okay, we can still consider it as if he had completely processed produce. Well, the same thing. The grapes, we don't crush the grapes right away. We put them in a vat, and they soften. All kinds of things happen, and then we crush them. And nevertheless, it's as if he already had the grapes. The same thing with the olives. You put them into a vat, and you let them go. They ooze all kinds of things. It's still considered as if he ready. Pardon me. So the grapes, it's already considered that he had the wine. Pardon me. And he's selling them wine for later. The olives, even it's pretty considered that it has the oil, and you had the oil. Yeah. Rashi later says this means what? This means the clay that's full of water. Once he mixes the clay, even though you're allowed to pay him for a later delivery of pots, even though what all he's done was the basic mixing of the clay. The same thing. you can buy what's lime, even though the seller has only got the limestone into the oven. That's enough, even though he hasn't made the lime yet, but it's close enough, and you can already pay him as if he had the lime, as if you had the lime. When it comes to dung, okay, you can buy it at any time. Okay, why is that? Because you can always anybody can buy it all year long. You can always get it. You can always get it. Yossi says no. Ain't posting on Ain't price on. He says no. People don't sell dung, and therefore what? If he doesn't have it, you can't make a deal. Unless he has already dung on the dung hill, you can't do it. The Chachamim material, the rabbis say you can. Now the problem is the rabbis say you can is a repetition of the original position of the rabbi. You had 1, 2, 1. So you have to explain what's the first rabbi and what's the second rabbi. We're posting on Rishad Gavur, but a guy's allowed to say what? I always get the best price. So let's say I bought from you a sa for 1, and the truth is that I'm not collecting, and maybe later on it's going to be worth 3. It's fine. We said as long as the shot is on, etc., or as long as he has it, or the price is out. That's the possibility. I can always make this deal either if the seller has the stuff physically, or the price is ready. More stuff. Yeah, with better stuff. The answer is what? He can say to him, if he wants that, he has to say to him, if it goes down, I get the better price. I want the best price. And Shar Gavoda doesn't mean the highest price, it means the best, the most advantageous price. He has to say to him, I always want the most advantageous price. And if he doesn't get it.
Which eliminates
Yeah.
the doubt
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
one of
Yes.
the initial
Yes. Yes.
conditions.
Yes. Yehuda Mary says no. It's a problem. And he says what? He says even though he didn't make the deal, the Shar Gabo, okay, even though he didn't make the deal to always get the best price, Yocholomar, he can always say Taylor Kazel. When it goes down, he says, I want more produce like the cheap price. Otainly is Moshe, give me my money back. Why? Because it's understood that when somebody makes a deal to pay now and receive later, he's only doing it in order to get the best price. And if it's assumed, even if he didn't specify that that's what he's doing.
That's it. So we pass them like this. Can't pass them like this.
It's a big, we have a lot of talk, a lot of big talk. Everybody talks about it. Okay, now, Amar Ba'aseh Rabbi Yochanan, he says the following: Ain poskin al shar shebashuk. Okay, he says you can't take the market price and say that that's a set price. What's the point of a set price? The point is, again, misunderstood. Really, the heter here is that the seller actually has the stuff. He has the stuff. It's like the buyer has the stuff, so it's not considered like he paid him later more. He got it now, and it went up in his possession. But we also said what? Once the price is settled, even if the seller doesn't have it, since the seller just go out and get it, what's the difference? As if he did get it, since it's all rabbinic anyway, it's if he did get it, as if the buyer got it. But now Rabbi Yochanan says, listen, but the whole point is it has to be a settled price. If it's not a settled price, what's the problem? Even though there's a cheap price now, he can get it, but it may not last long enough. Maybe he won't have time to go buy it, in which case the whole trick, the whole legal fiction, so to speak, doesn't exist. So you have to have a price. You have to have a price that's going to last. So now he says, what is that price? He says you can't rely on the price in the marketplace. 1 second, the price in the marketplace is not the price. What is the price? Amarle Rav Zayla V'aseh, some Rav Yochanan Filu, but Aduma says, understand. If you go to the big market, to the big store, that's not a good price in the middle of town. Amarle Lo Rav Yochanan Ela B'Shuk Shel Arayos. No, he only meant to say what in the little village, the little village side stores. That's not a good price. The Lokavili Tarayu, where their price is not set, it's not going. Okay, we're afraid it's going to go up. But you're right. But in any main market, that's fine. Now, Olaman Desalek Adekmi Kar. 1 second. But according to what we thought originally, Rabbi Yochanan, Afilu Keduma says that we thought Rabbi Yochanan saying no, even the real market in the big marketplace, it's not the set price yet. Maslisa the Tani and Poskin at Separas H.A. Shasha, when our Mishnah says what? That you cannot buy the stuff ahead of time until the price is out. Yotza Shar Poskin, but if the price is out, you can. So what's the case? If you can't rely on the big market in the marketplace, what is it? Masnisim. Okay, so the answer is no. I'll tell you what it is. You know what? According to that, according to the Havamina, what's really the set price would be this. It's when now every guy opens up his storehouse, the arbe, and the ships are already bringing in the produce. Let's say open up the storehouses of wheat and bring in it, where there's so much merchandise around. Now the price is set. Nobody's changing. That's the once all everything's there. It's there. Everybody's selling. That point, that's the real price you go in line. The mushroom tart saying because that price is going to last. It's the whole point is what? Why do you need a lasting price? Because then we say the seller doesn't have to buy it this second. If he gets the money, he always has time to buy it. He can buy it. Therefore it's as if he bought it. Tanarabana we learn. Now this is a complicated piece. We're going to make believe it's not. Not the next piece is more complicated. The next piece I'm going to make believe it's not. Tanarabana a person is a pesach shah. Okay, now we said you you can't buy for later delivery until you can't buy it at the price now. Get delivery later until the price is out. Yotza shaposim. Once the price is out, you can. Alpha b'shem l'zeh yesh l'zeh. We said what's the reason? We learned about it. So for the reason we say because if this guy doesn't have it, somebody else has it. You can always buy it. Hadoshos okay me'arba. If new grain, which is going to shrink, it's wet, is selling four for $1. Okay, yeshanos mishanos. And old grain, which is already shrunk, is selling for $3 for $1 because it's more valuable. It's shrunk. It's shrunk. That's all it's going to shrunk. Okay, okay. Ain poskin. You're not allowed to. You can't buy the new for $4. Because you're going to get it later. Okay, and it's going to be worth much more. Until what? This is where Rashi learned. You can't buy the new for $4. Okay, until the price goes out. Okay, till the price right. Till the price for new and old is all for one seller. Okay, now let's say the poor people have a right to collect leka, chicken, pan. They're allowed to go into the field to get these things, but their stuff is generally of a cheaper quality because it's a mixture of from many different fields. Okay. So let's say lekutus me'arba. Okay, let's say the stuff of the poor people that they collect, their produce is which it sells for $1. Well, the call of the Michelin, but other people's produce is selling $3 for $1. Yeah. Or not mixed. It's high quality. Ain poskin achiyetse ashar lelokil. So you can't make a head deal. Okay. Until with a normal person, you can't say what I'm going to buy from you stuff of the poor people. Okay, for $4 for $1. Until the price goes out, until the price is the same, both for the same for the produce of the poor people and for the seller. Rav Nachman says, and Nachman says, listen, you can make a deal to get delivery later from the poor people themselves. Okay, even though they don't have it, you can buy it from them
because they can trade with each other.
And they can always get it. Rav Nachman says, my shana locate. Okay, the less like Yosef Milokhan. So understand what's the problem. If you're allowed to make that deal with the poor person himself, because he can always buy it from his friend, Balabayas Nami Yosef Milokhan. So why can't you make the deal with a normal shopkeeper, a normal householder? He can also buy from the poor person. Amarleis is in Balabayas Zila Be Milsa Lemeza because it's denigrating. He doesn't do it, and therefore he can't say that he would do it and he hasn't. He by same or alternative I can answer. Man the Yai Zuzila Balabayas. A person who gives money to the balabais, by definition, he's expecting to get the best. He's never really
average.
He's never really expecting to get right. He's never really expecting to get the low grade quality of the poor person.
The green stuff goes at a premium. It's chadash. You want to make matzah.
No.
The regular balabais is going to sell at normal quality.
The poor people's is lower quality because it comes from a lot of different places.
But the poor people's stuff is charging $4, and the average is $3.
No,
so you're saying
if you're getting $4 for $1, it's cheaper.
No, it's $4 for one.
No. It's four bushels for $1. It's 4 bushels for $1. It sells for cheaper.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Eboy same. Alternatively, like we said. You know what? Let's stop here. This is a good piece for the moment. Chicago, welcome back. Everybody have a wonderful Erev Shabbos and a wonderful Shabbos. Yes. Yeah. Looking forward. Hey.
Thing is, if you sell it, the thing that you meat in, will they have this grain?
Yeah.
So they
Doctor.
There's no absolute. I take for instance, there's no always a sleeping.